Welcome at the Natec virtual tour. Today we're going to talk with JR Solar, and we're going to have a nice program because we're going to find out how they're doing as a company, what the new products are going to be, and we're going to also meet some new employees. Lucy Chen, what is your
Hi.
role at JR Solar? Welcome.
Thank you, Vincent. I joined JA from 2018, so it's already a very long working in JA. Starting from the sales support, now I'm functioning as a sales director to Europe.
Yeah. Welcome, and you're doing an amazing job because we see more and more JR Solar are going everywhere. But first, I want to ask you. We had a very special year with COVID. How is it in China at the moment? How have you been doing, and how is life in China at the moment with COVID?
Now in China, everything is running pretty well. Even during the Chinese New Year's, we have a small limitation for the traveling from the local government. But I will say the commercial schools, office, etc., are running normally.
Yeah, well, we saw that you kept on sending more and more products to Europe, so that was really well. But now we just had last week the Chinese New Year. Were you able to travel, or is it still restricted?
Majority people of China can visit their friends, their families, but personally, I just stay in Shanghai.
Aha, okay. But you can go to restaurants, you can go to theaters, all the other things are back to normal.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about how it was in terms of business, because last year when we talked with JR Solar, it was all very exciting, and we didn't know how much products were going to be shipped. But you shipped a lot of products, right? Especially to Europe. How have you been doing business-wise?
Yes, I will say in 2020 for JA, it's a very successful year. So we ranked as the third largest module producer, and we shipped more than 15 gigawatts specifically to Europe. We achieved 15.7% market share. Comparing with 2019, which JA Solar's market share is 8.7%. You can see that.
You doubled your market share in Europe, and Europe went bigger in itself, so it was an enormous growth. So you became the national sales manager for Europe, and you doubled market share. So they must be really happy with you.
Yeah, exactly. I think the whole top management are very proud of JA European team.
Great, wonderful. Okay, so we're going to come back to you later when we talk about the future. I want to say hello to Ignacio. Ignacio, where are you currently at the moment?
I'm based in Madrid. Vincent, hello. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Nice to see Madrid, the place where really the European football is being made.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, how have you been doing last year?
Well, it was challenging this year because of this pandemic situation globally, but we are really proud of the results, and it's we are happy. We all of us are happy with the results. Yeah.
Yeah. But how was it for you with COVID in Spain? The Spanish were really serious with lockdowns, and they went through one wave, the second wave, and that kind of stuff. How is it at the moment?
Yeah, well, now I think it's more relaxed because it is depending on the geography where you are based. Because in Spain, we have different regions and different rules between these regions. Here in Madrid is not bad. We can go to the restaurants, theaters, of course, with all the measures that we need to wear the face masks and the social distance, this kind of stuff. But we can live. It's a really important situation. So we accept it and we live with it until we are able to surpass the virus.
Yeah. Well, what you have been having, you had a lockdown and you had a curfew. We just have that now since a couple of weeks for the first time. So we were not used to having these extremely strong lockdowns, but the Spanish were. Now, Lucy said that business-wise, it was a very, very good year for Europe. I mean, doubled the amount of market share, and the market kept on growing. How have you been doing from your home? You look like you're working from your home. How has business been all over Europe?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because we have learned how to work in other ways. No, I think worldwide, all of us, not the professional, and we can, yeah, we can move forward with this kind of business from our homes, in some times from our offices. So it's interesting to see how we are improving the processes by working even by home or offices and a distance. Interesting, and the business is not a stop. Of course, the projects are moving forward, and the technology is always opening new ways. So yeah, it has been really, yeah, it's a lot of lessons learned. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it, Lucy, is it with you also? Have you been working differently with Europe? Did you do more video conferencing since COVID than before? Because of course you're always used to work on a distance, but has there been innovation in that part?
Yeah, I mean, for me as a sales, comparing with 2019, I have a totally different model for business development. Before 2020, basically I traveled to Europe 3 or 4 times, almost 3 months. I stay in Europe. However, in 2020, I have zero trips to Europe. So you can imagine that it's a totally different way to keep communications with your partners, and it also have challenges to support your partners.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing now too. We're using modern tools to make that possible. Ignacio, can I ask you? We're really dying to hear what's new with the product line. What's happening with the sizes, the powers? What kind of new things do you have for us? Could you basically enlighten us a little bit about that? So,
Yeah.
well, you have a couple of slides. It's really nice. So we're really curious. Tell us.
Yeah, it's interesting. Nowadays, we are living times of change on these products, looking at the models. Why? Why we are changing the models? No, this is the main question nowadays. I think the industry has demand in the past to be more competitive against other technologies, other electrical generation technologies. How can the model manufacturers help the industry to improve the cost, no, and make more competitive this industry? Well, increase the power output of the models. It's always the main driver to reduce the cost of the rest of the BOS, no, the rest of the elements in the plant. What I would like to remark today is that we are not changing the technology, because the technology that we are using nowadays with the bigger wafer sizes is the same that we have been using, okay, in the past. And this is what I'm showing in this brief slide, okay? We are using the Perc technology, the Mono Perc technology. We have been using this in the past, in the last years. You can see in this chart, you can see the slide as well. So the Perc technology is in use since 2015, okay?
What do we see in this? What do you see in this graph?
Yeah, it's really interesting. What we are trying to show here is how small upgrades in the technology in the last decades have achieved a small steps increasement in the power. Now you can see in the last part of the graph, from the last year to nowadays, the big increasement, how the trend is absolutely changed to reach much more power. But this is not for free. What is happening, Vincent, is we are increasing the size of the wafers. Therefore, we are increasing slightly, or sometimes not really slightly, the size of the modules, okay? Which is the goal, which is the aim, increase the power output. This is the goal.
What is the maximum power you can now have on one panel?
Now it's 545 watts.
Wow.
Okay.
And how much bigger is it then?
It's 2.2 meters length, 1.13 meters width, the module. Okay. Yeah, it's bigger because of this reason that we are talking about. The technology is the same. This is good. The technology is the same. Is this good? Yes, it is, because the technology is already proved. it's reliable. It's real, this is not something that we are testing nowadays and we can expect new defects or new unexpected situations with the technology. No,
Okay.
we have the information. Yes,
Show us.
This is the point. Okay. Important other improvements that we have done in the last years is to change the gallium doping technology is impacting in the cell to reduce the first year degradation. This is in all of our products, and this is also helping to improve the business cases of the plants and therefore make the technology more competitive.
Okay,
So
12-year warranty and 12-year product warranty and 30-year linear power output warranty. Okay.
This is really an industry standard, and what we are improving is you can see the orange area. It's the improvement.
The output warranty.
Yeah. It's those improvement. Here we can see what GA Solar is offering now to the market. 3 different sizes of the wafer. You can see G1, M6 and M10. Okay, it's growing. The width of the size, of the wafer, it's growing from G1 to M10, which is our premium product. We are offering several types of products based on different number of cells. Okay, for these products. We will remark later because we are offering also full black product, really interesting products for the residential market. And we are offering 60 or even 54 cell product for residential market and big products such as these 72 cell modules, which are reaching these 545 watts nowadays. Okay, all of them with the traditional technologies, the multi-boost bar, the half-cut cell technology, the PERC technology, all of them reliable and real nowadays. This is the message, okay? We are delivering these products. We can see here more information later, perhaps for the audience it's interesting and they can check later in these slides.
Well, what I will do is I will make sure that these slides are available in the YouTube thing. But you can see indeed we can go from 340 to 445.
Yeah,
and the efficiency and the weight. Okay, so that's very useful. Okay.
But this is the old one, This is the model that we will come to an end soon, Probably all this year we are offering this product, and this is something that it's not really common in the industry because this product we know it's sold, but it's coming to an end. We are maintaining the lines. Okay, so an interesting opportunity.
So let's go to the next one. Let's see what the next one is. Yeah, 166.
This is the balance. This is the M6. Okay, it's 166 millimeter. A really balanced product, reaching 460 watts. Okay, the 72, and really interesting for residential market. Really goes in a huge traction. This product of 60 cell, because it's almost 400 watts. The module efficiency it's quite good. It's 20.6. And it's, again, a reliable technology, and this is more modern, It's a bigger cell and better efficiency. Important, this full black product, it's called S21, and it will cause a real good traction in Netherlands. And the premium product that we are offering nowadays is 182 millimeters wafer cell. Interesting product, the 54, reaching 400 watts, okay? Module efficiency 20.6. But the dimensions is the key point, because for rooftop installation, it is a really small product, really easy to handle, easy to install, easy to be suitable with all kind of rooftops. So we are understanding this will be the main player for the rooftop installations. Okay.
And where do you see the 540 watt, the bigger one? Where do you see that? Is it going to be in residential or a project, or where do you see those different fit?
For the moment, we are seeing this product only for projects. Okay, because it's not easy to handle. It's It's much better for projects because you are optimizing the power output and it's easier to install, no? And to be suitable with the shape of the rooftop, for example, no? However, there are some projects being sent, big projects, commercial projects, that maybe are using this model as well. Okay. So we are seeing opportunities.
Of course, residential, we want black in Holland. We're black. Oh,
That's
you have black. Oh, that's nice. You have black.
That's it, yeah.
I'm very happy to see that.
This is an important product for us. Okay, we are offering with the conventional sizes with G1 and also with M6, the modern product, the full black modern product. It's called S21, and of course, all the aesthetics of the black design. Okay, and the latest technology. This is what we are applying for this product.
Yeah.
And
Is it?
the other
I mean,
one,
can you
yeah.
tell me, Ignacio? I mean, the Dutch are really crazy about black. How is that in the rest of Europe?
It's an important product also for the north of Europe, also the east of Europe. I would say in the south of Europe, it's more a romantic idea. You know, it's not as important. It's good because the aesthetic is good, but it's not causing the same traction. It's not causing the same traction.
All right. Okay. It's a northern thing. It's a northern
Yeah.
thing. That's really strange how that is. Okay.
No, but I'm not saying that other users in the south of Europe are not using it, because I should be lying there. Yeah, but it's not causing the same traction. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is my last slide, okay? Because we are really thinking this is a powerful product, and the Dutch market will love this product. It's 54 cells, low voltage, okay? Maybe we can reach a larger string length, and really suitable with all rooftops. So that's what we are proposing. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you expect if you look at these products? What do you expect of the market? Will this will be for the project market and the residential market? What do you expect yourself, Ignacio, for this year, for 2021?
Yeah. Well, we can see the numbers now that are commonly talked about in the industry. Yes, this 30% probably for the residential. There are some auctions as well from the SDE. No, really interesting opportunities as well for the projects. Probably this 30, or maybe Lucy have another opinion, but 30 for the residential and at least 40 for the projects could be a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Lucy, what do you think, Lucy Chen? What do you think of 2021? What do you expect? You've done miracles last year, but what do you expect for 2021?
We are very excited about 2021 because we see another growing from the installation capacity global-wise. From some survey parties like IHS and Bloomberg, both these two professional serving parties adjusted their forecast for the global installation capacity from 151 gigawatt into 100 more than 180 gigawatt. So you can see that we will have a very positive year. And for JA, of course, our target is to keep the top three largest module producer from the ranking list. The other side, by offering very stable and close cooperations with existing partners like Natec, we are also expecting to add new partners to achieve our bigger shipments market share in Europe. And for JA, we will target a double than 2020 for the capacity and shipment numbers.
Okay. Do you expect that these numbers will grow? These numbers will grow in Europe. These numbers will grow worldwide. Do you expect any problems delivering? Will you have enough capacity and shipment capacity, production capacity? Do you expect any problems there this year, or are you ready for the challenge?
No, not at all. We are totally ready. Since last year, we have several big investments from the the investors and our new factories, for example, in EU and also in one city of west southern China are running well, and from February we have a fully running for the new production lines, and for example, the new type of modules which Ignacio introduced, we think that's a very good option to the market. It will bring a better ratio of cost and efficiency to projects in Europe.
I think so too. Well, the market is really appreciating you. I can see that if you see that what the stock market you went. JA went to the stock market, and they have gone from last year, which was 12, 13 to 36. So if people have been buying your products, if they also have been buying your stock, that has been going wonderful. Okay, wonderful, Lucy. I think you also have somebody new for the European market who's working with you. Can you maybe introduce her?
Yes, I mean, we both have new products as Ignacio introduced. At the same time, we have.
No, but I mean, you have a new person. You wanted to introduce a new person, yeah.
Yeah, we also have a new talent. As a new sales, we have new fresh powers.
Yeah.
So that's Yana.
Hello, Yana. If you can unmute your phone, then we can unmute your microphone, then we can basically hear you. Where are you currently, Yana?
Hi, Vincent. I'm based in Shanghai.
And where are you from?
I'm myself from Ukraine, Kiev.
Aha, that's very interesting. What is your background, Yana?
My background is international relations and energy security studies, and also quality control in PV manufacturing.
Okay, and tell me about it. Energy security studies. What was that? I can imagine in the Ukraine that's really important.
I studied both in Ukraine and in China, but I was focusing on China, like how China can satisfy the energy demand, and then how renewables can fit into that.
Okay, and you speak Chinese by now?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I can speak Chinese.
How good is her accent? How good is her Chinese, Lucy?
Lucy is a best judge for that.
Yeah. So Lucy, how good is Jana's? Because it's really for foreigners, it's really difficult to speak Chinese. How is she doing? Because she lives in Shanghai, so I can imagine it's really important.
Yana speaks excellent Mandarins. Today earlier, we have a short conversation about Chinese movies, which we both watched during the Chinese New Year. I was surprised about Yana is so good about knowing Chinese culture, because in the end of the movie, there's a very heart-touching point, and Yana exactly get it.
Yana, that's amazing. So, that is really amazing. How do you like living in? How long have you been living in China, and how do you like it there?
I have been living here for 4 years in total, and I love it very much.
You love
Shanghai,
it very much.
Shanghai is a wonderful city.
It is. It is a wonderful city. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do with Europe? How are you going to? What is your role?
So I'm working with Lucy for Northwest European market.
Okay.
And I'm going to expand our client base. As Lucy mentioned, that we have very ambitious plans for this year and for the next year, and our capacity is growing. So we want to find new clients and also increase the share in current clients.
Well, it's wonderful that you increase the support for the European market. I mean, you have been, Lucy and Ignacio, you've been working with Natec a lot of times. How has been the cooperation between the two companies? Ignacio, if you can start first.
Yeah, well, I think we have shared several experience together. No, it's like we are in a partnership. You know, we are working in this market together to understand what the market is demanding. We are trying to give solutions to it, and you are, of course, Natec is our partners on that. So totally happy about it.
Yeah. So Lucy, you've been also working a lot with Natec, and I think you had quite a nice relationship. What do you expect of the corporation in 2021? And that's my last question.
Yes. We appreciate a lot about the whole team, both from the sales and the procurement team of Natec. All of them are very transparent and open, work very hard, and I think the whole team spirit also influence JA as a supplier. Yeah, so it's a very dear cooperation experience by working together with Natec.
Okay, well, they're very happy with you. You've been working for a long time together, so it's been wonderful to see you guys in Madrid, in Shanghai, and it's wonderful to see all the new products we're coming in. We're gonna have a real, heavy year with a lot of growth, and everybody needs to work together in a very transparent and motivated way. And I think with this team, this can be happening quite a bit. So, thank you very much for this. For this interview, and good luck with this year.
Thank you so much,
Vincent.